What's up guys, Benny here and welcome to today's Call of Duty Warzone video, which I am very excited about because I am going to show you why the M16 is now better than the AUG in Warzone. Now I've been saying this since the update where the AUG received its first nerf. I was like, okay, it's time to now transition to the M16. Then the AUG went and got a second nerf and an even bigger increase to its recoil whilst the M16 was left untouched. Even though the M16 and the AUG both share the same damage profile, and the gameplay that I'm going to be breaking down in this video, as well as giving you the best class setup and loadout, I actually go ahead and match my kill record of 38 kills, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did that so you can go replicate it yourself and show you why the M16 is so good. But first things first, let's give you the loadout that we're going to be using. First of all, M16 over the AUG now. Please, if you haven't tried this out, I beg you, go and give it a go. The recoil pattern is a lot lower. If you're spraying your burst, it pretty much doesn't move at mid to long range. So you can land consecutive shots and take people down very, very quickly. It's one of the few counters to snipers in the game right now, especially as there's loads of snipers running around with no glint. But on the M16 itself, we're going to have that agency silencer. Now, I've talked about this a lot, but the agency silencer is key on those mid to long range weapons. I'm starting to lean towards it not being as important on a few weapons up close, because as we found out when we're using the R9 shotgun, when it didn't have a suppressor with the Dragon Breath rounds, you could do very, very well at close range and almost cause people to try and rush you and get even easier kills because they're seeing a red dot on the map. We'll go through that in the gameplay that I'm going to break down, but the 15.9-inch strike team barrel is what you want next. Then the underbarrel is the field agent foregrip, just to tighten those bursts together. The ammo is the 45-round mag. A lot of people I've been seeing having the 45-round speed mag or the Salvo 60-round fast mag. Do not do that. It's going to penalize your aim down sight time and you could end up getting caught out. You don't need it. The reload speed's pretty quick anyway, and 45 rounds with a burst weapon that fires at the rate of the M16 is a lot. I very rarely run out of ammo in a squad fight against 4 other players, so do not worry about needing the fast mag. Then the optic is the actual arms 3 times, and the reticle, I go ahead and use the precision reticle. Then the FAR, I've talked about it. There's no agency suppressor on here. It's the task force barrel, the field agent grip, the 50-round mag, and then on here as well, we've then got the serpent wrap and then the Raider stock. It uses all those mobility attachments, so it's really good up close. But I want to go ahead and show you why the M16 is so much better than the AUG now with one of my best gameplays of all time. So let's get into it. Now, there's a few reasons that I'm able to go ahead and get this gameplay. First of all is because of my fantastic teammates. I was actually playing with members of the channel in this gameplay during my live stream, which allowed me to get my kill record, well, match my kill record. I got so close to dropping the 40 kill game, but right here, I go flying out the car and use that FAR for close range. And then the second I get into this next fight, you'll see I push instantly for the cover, narrow the angle so I can only get seen by the guy I'm fighting with the sniper, and I can nail him with that M16. And then because I'm playing quite aggressive, I'm moving using the cover here, use the M16 to be able to finish those kills, and you can just 2-burst. It's so accurate. It's like the AUG of old. It doesn't have as high a fire rate, so it is a little bit more balanced. You can't kind of like spam it like crazy like you could with the AUG, but you can still wipe entire squads that quickly. And as you saw, I switched to that FAR just when players pushed me. I got quite lucky there. I kind of did a drastic movement. But whenever I'm moving around the map, I'm always trying to move to between some form of cover, so I know that I'm going to be pretty safe, and I've got something I can dive behind if I start getting shot. Also, if you ever see a big bertha, just throw those C4s. It's one of the reasons I run it over thermites or Semtexes, is because C4s can still take vehicles out very quickly, and look how accurate that is at a distance. All the shots, stick that mount, and you can just take someone down like that. And I'm also always just trying to be on the like on the front foot here, using that FAR. The strafe speed's really good with that task force barrel. I actually thought these two were together, but they were actually fighting each other. And like when I go through this gameplay, I look and I'm like, oh, there's so many little decisions that I could make, or shots that I could make better, or and I would have got this had the potential to be a 42 to 45 kill game, and I'll show you exactly why. First of all, we then went and got foresight from this from the bunker over here, and we got so much cash from completing bounties in that region. And then we've just got advanced UAVs for a large majority of this match. And those guys were clearly going to get foresight themselves and drop me an extra 20 grand, which helps us so much. And is probably one of the reasons that I now go on probably one of my biggest killing sprees that I've ever managed to go on in Warzone of all time. I'm about to drop like 22 kills in 7 minutes of gameplay, which for me is mind-blowing. But right there, using the advanced UAV, I know exactly where people are, dive behind cover because I know these guys are trying to snipe me. And because of the map, I ping this because sometimes the mini-map can throw you off. So I know exactly where he is, see him behind the tree, makes it nice and easy, and I can do that. It's something I do a lot. I don't see actually many people do. If you're not 100% sure of where they are lined up based off of like your mini-map and your HUD, just quickly use your tactical map, place a ping, and then you're going to know exactly where they are on that red dot. Clear your ping afterwards so you've got a nice clear view. And this is what I said by I decided to go a bit crazy. Left my teammates here who have been doing an incredible job sticking together, working with me throughout this entire match. Big shout out to Def Squad, Idaka, and also Lil Lukey. They were absolute beasts here. And straight away, right to the rock, using that M16. Got very unfortunate to get hit there. And I got too focused. And you see this throughout the gameplay when I'm doing things right. I got too focused on that kill while widening the angle. I kept going left and opening up my body. Whenever I'm normally in these sort of fights, I try and use a rock or a piece of cover. It's kind of like a slider so that I know that everything I can see, I can see me. So like right here, do it again. Get nice and tight to the rock, and then I kind of use it and then kind of just move myself around it and just keep those guys quite close to the rock when I'm shooting. So it's something I always do here, holding them from the gas, knowing these guys have got to push me. And also we've got those UAVs up, so I'm able to spot where enemy players are. See the guy rotating to the right here, use the M16, really accurate at those mid-rangers, able to down so many kills. And this is what I'm on about, where I could have got so many more kills, like just there. Don't get that guy's kill credit because he'd already gone down to the gas. So sadly, I missed out on like 2 or 3 kills there, which is so unfortunate. But the last guy died to the gas here. And this is what I'm on about with how useful advanced UAVs here are. I was a bit worried where enemies were. Tell one of the teammates to pop advanced UAVs. And because if you get the advanced UAVs from the zombie locations, people that have got ghosts still appear on radar. So you do not have to worry about ghosts as a perk. So you know exactly where every single person on the map is when you pop one of those advanced UAVs. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know what these guys on the top of Blue Roof were doing. They'd clearly probably been there all game and just were like, I can't believe it. We've got near the final zone. Unfortunately, I go ahead and use the M16 and beam them off. And then all about the rotations. We know where the circle's going to end up. I know this ATV is going to have to push up here. It's the only road. C4s once again. You've seen it throughout this gameplay. I've probably got like 3 or 4 kills that would not have otherwise been able to get as easily if I did not have C4. And right now, I'm like trying to get the aggression, using it, taking advantage of that advanced UAV, knowing there's so many people on the left and trying to catch these people off transition. This is actually quite a tricky fight because I'm very much in the open now and I don't have too many options. So I have to cut back on myself so I can kind of close this ground down, knowing that thanks to the advanced UAV, they've got that window. But Def Squad went ahead and was pulling off some incredible snipes and locking them down so I could then move into those transitions and push to take out this squad. Because I know I've got 2 circles. I can rotate through here. We know where every single person on the map is thanks to those advanced UAVs. And I'm just seeing all these sniper glints. Now, this is a tricky fight. And I'm also knowing that I'm potentially on for a 40 bomb right now. There is 21 people left up with me on 29 kills. I'm taking a lot of risks that I wouldn't otherwise have taken. Once again, doing that thing that I talked about, using rocks and cover to kind of like narrow those angles down. Get the down, and this is why I'm on about being kill hungry. Right here, I should be backing up a little bit. I'm not anywhere near the cover. I give that guy a shot without checking it. I should be much tighter to that rock and move around. But thankfully, Lil Lukey right by me, able to pop that res off. And I'm very, very fortunate, I'm going to be honest, to survive here. But everyone has these in any kind of heater game. Teammates are key, and like we went on 3 wins in a row with this squad, which was absolutely insane. Playing with members was so much fun, and something we do all the time on my streams on the channel. So if you're not already, make sure to tune into the streams or check out the playlist. It's a lot of fun. Right here though, see those guys rotating, and I know that gas is about to be pushing them, so I'm like full on aggression. Lil Lukey's piling in rounds on the side. I know I've got that M16 where I can just put shots down like that and just boom, like 3 of them just bite the dust. Now, here I'm kind of annoyed when looking at it. I don't need to do what I do here. Like, I see some stop and power rounds on the floor. I'm like, all right, I might as well put him in my gun. But I missed. This probably actually cost me the 40 bomb. Then I push it. I pop my dead silence because I know there's people on the ridge. Lil Lukey gets that down, which means I kind of miss out on the kill credit there. Get that one. But it's like what I'm on about. I'm so close to trying to break that 40 bomb barrier. Like, I've had so many like kind of high end 30s now. I'm just getting so close to 40, but we're improving so much. Using that far, pushing down, getting that kill. But thankfully, this kind of works out because that airstrike is going to come clutch in a second, as you're about to see. Whenever you get an airstrike, always be aware that you want to try and get it down or at least damage people or use it to cover ground in. right there, we knew the people were up in the top from earlier, so pushing that through, putting those shots in, sat by the window, it's going to take him out. Sometimes that doesn't happen. It all depends on the angle that you get. But here, I know I can now push. I'm using restock over Ghost as well. Here the res, throw the C4 in and finish that down. Thought he was on the right. Get very, very close fight there. And that's why I dip straight out and try and change the angle. Whenever you get a down, constantly try and change the angle, hug the walls, make it difficult for enemy squads to see you. And you're going to find yourself being a lot more successful in Warzone. Here, stupid play, try to finish the thirst. Thankfully, restock click so I can throw another C4 out, get that confirmed. And then I know the last players are in the roof and then the one up there. So I know where everyone in the map is right now. We know where the next zone is. We know we've got time. So thanks to restock, have more stun grenades. I'm in a huge debate right now whether restock is better than Ghost because, as I said, you saw those advanced UAVs earlier. If you're able to rock those and you play with a squad where you can get loads of cash quite quickly, you can do that. Teammate picks up the last kill. I see the guy in the window and I'm like, I've got it. 38 kills. Huge play, but I think that gameplay showcases why the M16 is better than the AUG right now. If you go ahead and try the AUG, it's not going to work how it has for the past few weeks. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for more Call of Duty Warzone, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and a big shout out to my teammates in that game. See you next time.